to this week's Cruise Chat. I'm Kathleen Penner, owner of Plenty of Sunshine Travel, and today I'm joined by Royal Caribbean again. If you wanted to look back at my past episodes, I met with Eric from Royal Caribbean, and we discussed Coco Cay and all the fun stuff there. But this week I met with Patricia, and we're going to be discussing the Oasis brands of ships, which I'm super excited about. They're an amazing class of ships. So over to you.
Amazing. Thank you for having me. There is nothing I love more than talking about Royal Caribbean and our amazing ships. And I get to show you all the things I love. So this should be a wonderful hour together. So Royal Caribbean Beyond the Expected. So for those of you that have maybe not traveled on Royal Caribbean, I really want to describe to you what it's like to have the experience when on one of our Oasis-class ships. So before we get into that, just a little bit about Royal Caribbean. You know, our goal is really to deliver great vacations. Ultimately, we all save that money for that 1 week away, and we want to make sure you're having a fantastic time, not only on our ships, but off our ships as well. You know, so we'll do this through continuously innovating our ships, which I will take you through, you know, some different activities for you to try that maybe you wouldn't try when you're back at home. A really special highlight is our private destinations that obviously you can only sail to on Royal Caribbean. And then ultimately making memories with your family, right? That's what vacations are all about, is just making memories and having a wonderful story to tell when you get home. So when we take a look at our wonderful innovative ships, we have a lot of firsts at sea. So, you know, starting from back in '99, when we added an ice skating rink, back then it was like, wow, skating while at sea, it was such a cool deal. And then as you see, we continuously innovated through the years and added in some really cool features for our guests to try. And the best part of all of that is it's all complimentary, right? So when you're on board our ships and wanting to try one of our activities, there's no additional fee. So a lot of times you wouldn't take the time to go and try something necessarily, but we're giving you that opportunity, especially at those at sea days. So take you through just a few of my favorites. I know I'm a little biased here, but these are really some good highlights when it comes to activities on board. You know, our flow rider. So anytime you see Royal Caribbean imagery, you will always see the flow rider. So what is this? It's a surf simulator. So, you know, we typically have two on board. One is for, I don't want to say the less brave, but perhaps for practicing. So you can maybe like lie on your tummy and boogie board and just get used to what it feels like. And then once you're brave enough, you can graduate to the surf and truly stand up. And ultimately, if you fall down, you're not going to know. No one knows you. No one's going to remember you. No one's going to be able to tell. So it's a great time to embarrass yourself. So always, always a popular activity. Secondly is the ultimate abyss. This is insane, but so much fun. So what this is, essentially, it's on the top deck. It's on our sports deck. So on deck 16. So what you do is you climb those stairs into the mouth of the ultimate abyss, and you are actually standing on a plexiglass floor looking downwards into the sea, which is terrifying in and of itself, to be very honest, but really thrill-seeking. And then you race down, there's a double slide, and in 13 seconds, it shoots you right out to deck 6. So really, really cool experience, right?
And that's a dry slide, right? It's not.
It's a dry slide.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, so I kind of came out of it like Tweety Bird with like, like everything was spiraling. But such, again, fun experience. When are you going to go, especially as an adult, when do you get back on slides and go down 10 stories, right? So again, very unique stories to tell when you get back home. Another favorite is the Sky Pad. So again, very innovative. This is one of our most recent ads as well. And we really try to look at the trends that are happening out there, what people really like to participate in. So, you know, jumping on trampolines, always a fun activity. Children, adults alike. So you're strapped into those bungee cords and you can choose to jump directly, do tricks and flips and whatever you'd like, or we can also add in a virtual reality headset. And that's where it gets super cool, because that's when you're jumping up and down and you're actually like playing a game and shooting aliens on the moon, right? So again, talk about a really fun experience. You may not do that when you're back home. So again, another complimentary activity that we offer. And then Ripcord by iFly. Like this to me is always insane. So it's a skydiving simulation experience. So you will get instruction, you do sign up, and you will understand what's going to happen in there, but then you get suited up and off you go. So while you're in the middle of the ocean, you could also be skydive simulating, which is
my husband loved that when we were on Quantum of the Seas. I didn't get to go on it because it was a seminar at sea, and during the times I was actually in the seminars, but he came back and told me all about it, and I think he would go again many, many times. He loved it.
Absolutely,
it was really good.
right?
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I love about our activities as well, it doesn't matter age. I mean, there are age restrictions. In this, you have to be 3 years old. So we really do go down to the little guys. But it's just such a fun thing to talk about and experience. And back to making memories and experiences, this is going to add to that, right? Mm. And then the last activity I'll touch on is our North Star. So North Star is such a beautiful observation deck. So this is, you're in this beautiful glass dome with 360-degree glass, and this will lift up into the overtop, and you'll be able to look at all the landscape around you. So this becomes a really popular activity, especially in Alaska, for example, where you're really going to see some beautiful sights. So again, another great experience, and again, complimentary. So these are a variety of activities that are throughout all of our ships. So not necessarily just Oasis. You can find them on our Quantum class or on our Navigator, Adventure, so all our different ships. So there's a variety of different activities. So not every activity is on every single ship, but you get a flavor of what you're going to get when you get on board one of our ships. But as you mentioned earlier, I did want to take you through our Oasis-class ships for a few reasons. Ones are my favorite, so back to being biased. I am a big fan of Oasis-class ships. They are the largest ships at sea currently, and there are 4 in the family. So we began with Oasis, then Allure, and then we added Harmony, and then most recently in 2018, we added Symphony of the Seas. And really what's beautiful about these ships is that they are divided into 7 neighborhoods. Why is that important? Because it naturally flows traffic around the ship. So, you know, sometimes there's this misconception, oh, so many people on the ship, it's going to be crowded. It's actually the exact opposite. The larger the ship, the more space you have per person, which is fantastic. And in today's world, that's obviously very important as well. Mm-hmm. And it also disperses based on your tastes and your interests. And also a good thing to remember, so the way I always describe the neighborhoods too is if you think about the home that you currently live in or the apartment you live in, within your community, you likely have, you know, a grocery store, a mall, a community center, a library, a park. Not everyone that lives in your neighborhood is at the same place at the same time. So they naturally just kind of disperse, right? By likes, by ages, occupation. That's kind of how Oasis-class work, which is really nice. So to take you through a little bit more, so when you get on our ships, you actually enter through the Royal Promenade, which is probably the most popular part. And I know you've been on our ship, so you know, like Royal Promenade, whatever ship you're on, most important part for a few reasons. So first and foremost, you're going to find all your services. So whether you need guest services, you want to purchase a shore excursion, or you want to purchase a swim, whatever you want to do service-wise, you'll find it within the Royal Promenade. Secondly, this is where you're going to find all your quick eats. So your late night slice of pizza, or when you're getting back on the ship from a shore excursion, you're going to get a good little slice of pizza before dinner. Or if you're looking for a coffee and a sweet treat, you can enjoy that at Cafe Promenade. So again, just a really good kind of hangout spot. In the evening hours, really fun and lively area. So we often will find parades here. You'll see our balloon drop. Our 70s theme party is always the most popular. It's amazing how it gets the crowd going every single time. It's a really, really fun area. And then there's lots of bars and nightlife as the evening hours go on. So this, I would say, no matter what, you will always be venturing through the Royal Promenade throughout your stay on our ship. As you move up to deck 8, you'll get to Central Park. So this is, again, being biased, my favorite part. Why is that? And I am a mom of 2. I mean, I should preamble with that. So when we talk about natural flow of traffic, a child will walk through here and never return. Why? Because there's nothing for them to do. It really does become sort of a natural adult zone. So this is where you'll find our specialty restaurants. You'll find another place to grab a coffee, lots of different seats, and it's just open to above, and it's beautiful green botanical garden. We actually have 3 gardeners that take care of it. So this is my 3 p.m. My children are no longer allowed to bug me. They must stay with their father, and this is where I enjoy my coffee and read my book. So Perfect. Again, natural flow of traffic, kids are not allowed here. At least mine aren't. But where you will find my kids and other kids and families is on our boardwalk. So on the opposite end of the ship, the boardwalk is a really special place and has such a unique feeling to it. So think kind of old school Coney Island feel. So you have your free carousel ride right in the center. You'll find your arcade. You can grab a Coney Island style hot dog as well. So really cool complimentary activities. We do have a sports bar in this area as well as Johnny Rockets. So again, a couple more food options. Mm-hmm. And what you see towards the back of that image is that ultimate abyss. So when you're up on deck 16, you're going to get shot right out onto this deck, conveniently located in front of the sports bar in case you need a drink after. Right? And then right behind that is the Aqua Theater, which I will highlight in just a moment. But again, another unique entertainment venue, which is something that we pride ourselves on at Royal Caribbean. Now moving into our youth zone, so we are a multi-generational ship, which means we welcome all families, all different ages. So we often see a lot of multi-gen travel. So think grandma and grandpa are celebrating 50th anniversary, so they want to bring their children, their grandchildren, sometimes great-grandchildren. So we want to make sure that there is something for everyone to do while on board. So our youth zone is quite wonderful, to be very honest. So it really goes from 6 months all the way up to 17 years old. So from 6 to 36 months. So this is where mom and dad can come with the child, and there's a place for them to interact and play with activities, but mom and dad must stay there. Once that child is 3 and potty trained, off they go into their scheduled programming. They're with other children their own age, and lots of fun activities to do. Again, complimentary. And in this image here, I love it. So there is a small element of education. I mean, kids are on vacation too, so we don't want to make it too educational, God forbid. But there is an educational element. So you'll see a lot of science experiments and things of that nature. So again, making their minds explore and really enjoy their time as well. Our pool in our sports zone. So what's really nice is throughout the ship, you're going to get 5 different pools throughout. So again, when we talk about flow of traffic and people, there's plenty of space for everyone to enjoy a different pool, depending on what you're interested in. Lots of loungers, lots of space in between. So you'll find, just our casual pool. You will find our sports pool where you're going to get some more activities, or our fancy belly flop competition that feels like a tradition that you have to do when you're on the ship. And then when you move over into more of like in our solarium area, so the solarium is actually an adult zone. So you must be 16 and up. And this is where you'll find other private pools, hot tubs. So just another quiet, serene place back to the natural flow of traffic and where people go. You'll definitely divide adults from children in that area as well. And then there is our Vitality Fitness and Spa, so a fully decked out fitness center for those health conscious and looking to keep active on board. So state-of-the-art equipment. We do have a fully decked out spa as well. So your typical massages, your hair treatments, whatever you're looking for, we want to make sure, again, we provide that relaxation element as well. And then last but not least is our entertainment place. So when we talk about, when people ask me what's so special and what sets you apart from your competitors, for example, entertainment is what I will follow to first and foremost. And why is that? Because there is so much entertainment on board. It's unbelievable. So there is, again, something for everyone. And I'm just going to highlight a few, and there's many, many more. But just looking at these 4 boxes, so, back to the ice skating rink, we do have our Studio B. So wonderful ice skating shows that are so much more than ice skating now. Now we've added in drones and laser lights and different features. So really, really beautiful and interactive. And then we do lots of fun activities there too. So we have some comedy shows. We also have some really fun game shows that get really exciting in the late hours. So Studio B tends to play a few purposes, including our laser tag. So I will highlight this. So Studio B is an ice skating rink. We do rent out skates and we do have that opportunity, but not every single day. So what we've done at Royal Caribbean is we actually now cover the ice and board it up, and we actually have a glow in the dark blow up laser tag game that you can also play. So back to like fun activities. So on every other day, we'll have something like that where you can go and enjoy an experience with your family as well and play a fun game of laser tag. Moving into the Aqua Theater, as I said, so in the Boardwalk, towards the back is this beautiful Aqua Theater. It is so lively, and it's something that really, again, things that you'll talk about when you come home, the Aqua Theater is one of them. So each ship has a different themed Aqua Theater show, and actually on Oasis, we just recently added Aqua 80s. So for those of you that love 80s music, what a cool show. So think from Phil Collins to Prince to Madonna. So really exciting, fun. So you will get tightrope walkers, you will get high divers, you will get dancers, you will get synchronized swimmers. So it really combines so much entertainment. And again, something you can only see on our Royal Caribbean ships. Moving to the bottom, so you see our original production. So again, obviously exclusively Royal Caribbean. So a lot of work goes into developing these scripts. So we do have a lot of original productions. But again, what's really unique about sailing on our Oasis-class ships is that there is a Broadway musical included on the ship. So again, think one ticket value, right? So if you were to buy 2 tickets to New York to go watch a Broadway show, that's quite a hefty penny. However, it's included, right? So you can be seeing either Cats or Mamma Mia, grease, or hairspray. So again, a really nice add-on, complimentary, continue to make those memories. So lots and lots. And again, there's so many more different entertainment venues that I would be here forever, but think, you know, between our comedy clubs, our karaoke bars, our Latin themed bars, we have piano players. So there really is something for everyone all throughout our ship and evening hours. Okay, so where do we go? We visit some really, really great destinations around the world. So we visit over 300 destinations. We cover 6 continents with 30 home ports and have 2 private destinations, as well as offering over 3,000 global shore excursions. So what I really wanted to highlight is our private destinations, because I really want to focus on, you know, what is unique about choosing Royal Caribbean, because you can only get to visit these places if you're sailing with us. So first up is good old Labadee. So Labadee is located in Haiti. Beautiful, beautiful, lush island. As you can see from this image, which is why I chose it, it's just all that beautiful greenery. It is so picturesque when you arrive here. It's such a beautiful destination. And you can see, so back to activities, lots of activities for you to do. So we do have our water slide and our aqua park that you can see behind it. Our zip lining, so our Dragon's Breath flight line, so you can do a fun zip line with you and your friends. Or the mountain coaster. So for anyone living in Ontario that's been to Blue Mountain and done the mountain coaster there, this is something that you can do at Labadee. So it's a really fun activity to do if you're looking for some action. But if you're more like me, who's a beach bum, lots of beautiful beaches to enjoy. So whether you're into snorkeling or kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, lots of activities to do there. For me, I personally just loaf in the water and enjoy the serenity of it all.
Yes. My husband always seems to go on the jet ski excursion while I lay on the beach. It works perfect.
Yes.
So he loves to go on his jet skis. Yeah.
That is what I call a perfect couple. Leave me be with my nice book and some sun, and I would do anything to be there right now. And then for those looking for kind of a hideaway, so we do offer cabanas at an additional fee. So if you're really looking to have a really private and relaxing day, some options there for you as well to just relax. But what I really love is the landscape. So when you look at all the different beaches and our hiking paths specifically, again, going into all that lush greenery, so some really nice options there for you as well. So Labadee is definitely a highlight for us. Such a unique experience. And what's important to note here too is, you know, your lunch is included, so you don't have to go back on the ship or worry about any of your meals, all provided on the island. If you do have a beverage package on the ship, it does carry over to the island. So another thing to think about. So you really do get an all-inclusive day when you look at it that way.
Yes.
And then over to Perfect Day at Coco Cay. I have to talk about this because this is where you see me light up, because I absolutely adore this island. It is so much fun and so much to do. So as you may know, so 2 years ago, we reopened Perfect Day, or almost 2 years ago. So we've always owned the island. We bought it in the 80s, and it was like every other private island where, you know, you can just relax, enjoy the beach and for the day. But clearly from even just this picture, you can see there's plenty more to do than just relax for the day. There's action packed, and there's your chill options as well. So when you take a look of the island from this point of view, you know, it's divided in chill and thrill, right? So it becomes a choose your own adventure type of day. So if you're into that thrill seeking, fantastic. We got lots of options. And again, if you're a beach bum like me, perfect. We got lots of chill options for you too. So taking a look at thrill. So those are your pink boxes highlighted there that you would find there. And I'll take you through a couple. So starting with our Thrill Water Park. So this is a beautiful area with 13 different water slides. Definitely not for the faint of heart, some of them. I will throw that one in the air. So if you see Daredevil's Peak, so that's the tallest water slide in North America, believe it or not, 135 feet in the air that you can zip right down. So definitely for those looking for some adventure, no problem, we got you covered. So in addition to that, like I said, 13 other water slides. When you're ready to chill out and relax, there is a wave pool. So your typical wave cycle every 5 to 10 minutes, great place to just relax, chill out, and enjoy some waves. And then for our kiddies. So again, we're multi-gen. We want to make sure our kids are happy. So we have our Splashaway Bay. So Splashaway Bay exists on all our ships, actually, not just Oasis-class. So this is actually just a blown up version of what you would find on our ships. So you can see some water slides, you have your big soaker buckets and lots of spray guns, and just a really fun area for kids to enjoy. And then zip lining. So zip lining, as you can see, becomes a very popular thing. So we have it on our ships and we have it on both of our private islands. So on Perfect Day, it's actually 1,600 feet. So it's quite a lengthy, it's a 3-part zip line. So you really do see all areas of the island from a different view, which is fantastic, but really, really fun. And then my favorite, I always have to highlight my favorites because that's just what I do.
Yeah, why not?
Well, it's, it's personal experience. And sometimes you look at things and you think, I don't know if I would do that. And what I will say is up in a way, I wasn't sure how I would feel about it, but given that it's my job to try these things out, someone's got to do it. Such a tough job, right?
Yeah.
This was my favorite. And why? Because number one, it's a helium balloon. It goes 450 feet in the air, but most importantly, it's tethered to the ground, so I know it will not fly away. I'm not sure I like the hot air balloon idea of fire taking me up and down. I don't get the whole concept. This made me feel safe. And it really was such a beautiful, serene ride up to that 450 feet mark. And then you get 360-degree view of the island. And I think it really took my breath away. Especially looking at the ocean and all the coral reefs that you could see. And it was just one of those moments I was like, oh my goodness, this is such an amazing experience. And it was so quiet up there. It was just really something to experience if you're on the island. Would be a highly recommend from Patricia, if that matters at all. I would highly, highly recommend this.
That's awesome. Yeah, it looks great. And the views, like you said, you just can't get that from anywhere else. So that's great.
No, right. And I think that's where I really focus on when I'm doing, when I'm vacationing myself is what can I do that I wouldn't do when I'm back at home, right? And sometimes it's okay to just do the ordinary things. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you can try something new and unique, you will continue to talk about it for years to come. So it really does create that lasting memory.
Yes.
So moving into chill. So again, sans children, I would definitely be chilling. With my kids, I would be doing all the activities. But on the chill side, again, lots and lots to do on the chill side of things. So we do have, first up is our Oasis Lagoon. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful freshwater pool. This image doesn't even give it justice to how large it actually is. It actually covers 33,000 square feet and I believe runs almost 90,000 gallons of water. So it's unbelievable. Yeah. So again, lots of space, never crowded. We have 3 different coves. So the one cove is more of a shore entry. So when you think of the little ones, you can kind of play in the shore area. You can kind of see those green and orange things. Those are actually life jackets. So something you don't have to worry about, mom and dad. We will provide life jackets for your little ones. And then as you move towards the back, that's where we have our swim up bar. So again, if you have a beverage package on the ship, it will carry over to Perfect Day. So again, if you're a swim up bar kind of person, fantastic, got you covered there. And lots of nice live music playing as well. When we look at beaches specifically, and I find especially Canadians that don't have salt water tend to steer more to the beaches because we enjoy that salt water and that beach. So 3 different beaches to choose from. So starting kind of from the lower side is Chill Island. So you see those 3 beautiful coves. And again, tons of loungers, tons of umbrellas. There will always be enough for the amount of guests that we have on the island as well. In the center is Harbor Beach. So closer to that splashaway bay for the kiddies, you'll have Harbor Beach. And then probably my most favorite is South Beach. So South Beach is at the back of the island. And I'll actually move it that way. There is a wonderful floating tiki bar. So who doesn't love that while on vacation? So really cool there. But I love this here. There is some coral. So if you're into snorkeling, lots of really pretty fish to see. If you're a beach bum and want to catch some rays, fantastic. It's kind of just out back there, very relaxing. And again, we do have the rentals of kayaks and stand-up paddleboards if you're interested in something like that. In January of last year, we actually opened up Cocoa Beach Club. So this is a very exclusive opening. So what this is, so there is a fee for Cocoa Beach Club. So it really is just providing an elevated experience. And it actually was developed from our Diamond Plus, and Pinnacle members saying, we love the special feeling of Perfect Day at Coco Cay. We want to continue that. How can we do something like that? And Cocoa Beach Club was developed. So this is an area where, again, there you have your own private restaurant. where you can get different menu items versus other areas on the island. There's your infinity pool sort of in the center. And as you can see in the ocean, that's where the overwater cabanas are. So really special and unique experience. So again, you know, oftentimes what I'll recommend here is, you know, you're here for the full day. So for those of you that have cruised, you know, when you get off on an island and then you're taking a shore excursion or a taxi to a different destination, you know, you have to factor in travel time and getting back to the ship in time. When you're at Perfect Day, you're there most times for 12 hours, if not more. So you don't have to get off and go. You're literally on the island. So you really do get full usage out of renting that cabana. So you're there for that full day. You do get specialized service where you can order menu items right to your cabana. There's a slide that goes directly into the pool, and you know, your own speakers for music, and it is really a beautiful day. So one that I would highly encourage if you're looking to have that special day of relaxation with your family and friends. And then dining, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about dining, because that I didn't even mention it on this, right? Like food, so much food. But there are 4 different options for you on the island. So no matter where you're situated on the island, whether you're in the thrill areas, the chill areas, back towards South Beach, you are steps away from meals. So back to like maximizing time. You never have to worry about like packing everything up and getting to a restaurant. There's none of that because there's so many options. So your top 2 options are Skipper's Grill and Chill Grill. So similar idea when it comes to items. So you'll have things like barbecued chicken, you'll have your hamburgers and your hot dogs, some sandwiches, some freshly made tacos. So lots of different options there. Lots of vegetarian options as well. So we got lots of fresh salads, fresh fruits as well. And then towards the bottom, so our snack shack. So there's currently 3 set up on the island. There will be more as we continue to expand. And this was my happy surpriser, because Snack Shack is somewhat deceiving because you're like, oh, it's just snacks, but it's not. All meals. So it's like, we have our famous chicken burger there with its special sauce. Again, you can get some hamburgers, you get sandwiches, some good dessert options. So you can get your funnel cakes and salted caramel brownies. And honestly, you can gain like 10 pounds on the island.
Yeah.
Yes, the mozzarella sticks with the marinara sauce. So yummy. So again, steps away from food. You will never go hungry on the island, that's for sure. And then last but not least is Captain Jack. So this is actually right when you get off the ship. This is the first thing you see, and you will walk right past it because you're too excited to get everywhere else. But prior to getting back on board, you will stop here. There's always a live band playing. It's a great place to grab a drink, play a game. And this is actually the only place on the island that has a fee for food. And by fee, it's like $6 US for, 12 wings. So it's not an expensive fee, but there is something just to try some of our special sauces. So really, really wonderful options here.
And one of the things about the Snack Shack I loved is I made a chicken parm sandwich. So I just put the mozzarella sticks and the marinara sauce right on my chicken sandwich. It was perfect. It was like delicious chicken parm. It really blended well together. So
oh my God,
kind of one of those secret menu items, right? So it's one of those neat ideas to sort of, mix and match the food, and you can create what you like the best.
I love it. That is a fantastic idea. I got to try that. So all in all, it really is, it almost sounds cheesy to say it, not off the heels of mozzarella sticks for mozzarella.
That's right.
But really does become your perfect day, because I think there is a good balance of everything. It really has something for everyone. And again, it is such a full day because you're really there all day. You don't have to worry about rushing back for any reason. There is a tram service that goes around the island too for anybody with mobility issues, or if you're just tired at the end of the day, we will escort you back to the ship. So plenty to do at Perfect Day. So, all in all, when we take a look at everything, so again, whether you're on our Oasis-class ships or try one of our Quantum or our smaller ships, this is sort of our blueprint, right? So we will always have a variety of entertainment for all ages. We will always have some form of activities that are complimentary for you to try out. Lots of dining and venues, our lounges, and our nightlife, making sure our kids and our teens are occupied throughout the day and part of our clubs. Our fitness and spa to relax. We have some wonderful accommodations for all different for all different styles. So if you're looking for a suite, fantastic, we got those. If you're looking for more traditional rooms, fantastic, we got those as well. I think I spoke a great deal about our private destination. So again, very unique to Royal Caribbean when you sail with us. Pools and outdoor amenities and unsurpassed service. So ultimately, we want to make sure your experience is fantastic while on board with us. It's not often that, I stay at a hotel and my steward remembers my name, or my cabin attendants, so it's really nice. You do build that personal relationship. And really it is, bottom line, we want to deliver great memories. We want you to know that your well and hard-earned money is spent in such a good way to develop so many beautiful memories to come home with. So lots to think about when and lots to be proud of working for Royal Caribbean, the brand, and knowing that you'll have such a wonderful experience on board. Absolutely. And I would be remiss to not point out that we are award winning. So I know I can say anything to you guys, but there are some awards to prove it. So for the last 17 years, we've been nominated as the best cruise line in the Caribbean and best cruise line overall. So, you can't fake that. There are people voting for it. So there is a reason for it. Best sales and service for the last 12 years, and then best cruise line entertainment, as well as cruise ship in 2019. So some fun awards there to solidify what I'm trying to tell everyone. So
absolutely. I mean, give Royal Caribbean a try. I think it's something that you'll end up loving. And I love that it's a multi-generational style of travel. It really does cater to all ages. And that's really nice to find on a cruise line. It's not just, catered to active families or more seniors. It's anything you want is going to be on those ships. And
couldn't agree more. Yeah. And we always have the luxury side of it. And again, I could be here forever talking about it, but we do have our Royal Suite class, and we have our Royal Genie that provides an extra exclusive service. And there's a lot of great things, and it really does cater to everyone, and does it so well. Right. So it's not just catering to everyone and not doing anything well. It really does everything well. So it's really great.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for putting all that together. That's just fabulous. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me. There is nothing I love talking about more than Royal Caribbean. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Wonderful. Well, I hope everybody has a great week. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. I hope you enjoyed this week's cruise chat with Patricia from Royal Caribbean. It was really nice to have the overview of the Oasis-class ships and to see all of the entertainment and all of the neighborhooding areas that they have, the neighborhoods, the 7 neighborhoods that are on the Royal Caribbean Oasis-class as well. So that was really nice. And I love how she described it as it has the most passengers, but it also has the most space per passenger. So it's not just that you're going to be stuck crammed on a ship with 5,000 other people and it's going to be elbow to elbow. There's so much room to spread out, and it's fabulous. And also the world-class entertainment that Royal Caribbean has in terms of their Broadway shows, the aquatic theater that they have, the tightrope walking. It's just amazing, everything that they have. And it's so good for multi-generational travel. And speaking of multi-generational travel, I have group space on Royal Caribbean ship, and it is in during March break. So it is in March of 2021. Be sure to check my website for that. And the best way to get to my website is there'll be a link down at the bottom if you're watching this on YouTube. And there'll be a link to there on the show notes page. And that will bring you directly to my website, or you can just go to plentyofsunshinetravel.com and click on group space. And you'll see all the group space that I have there. And also, speaking of my show notes page, on that page, I will have some of the slides in case you went just a little bit too fast. And there'll be pictures of some of the slides, of some screen grabs, and just a brief overview of what we discussed. So be sure to check that out. There's also contact information for me to get a hold of me there, info@plentyofsunshinetravel.com, to prepare your own cruise with Royal Caribbean or with any of the other cruise chats that I've had. And thank you so much for watching. Next week, I will be meeting with Cindy from Norwegian Cruise Lines, and we're going to be going over some of their fun itineraries that they have and some of the things that they offer as well. So be sure to join us next week. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye.